Massachusetts. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Short throw to Smith. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, man.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now Rodgers. On the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of chopping.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Aviators are on the board here first in the season opener. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. He stiff arms him. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A great stop by D.J. Waddam to back the offense up on that play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Aviators have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Set. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Throwing is Rodgers. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. A net down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 20. Breaks through the contact. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making it.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. Shoves him away. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Walker. Touchdown. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. These two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Chase Young in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Inside the 20, fighting his way through contact. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Richardson out of the shotgun, rolling to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Anthony Richardson now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Aviators are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 28-0.
Patriots nothing. Jack Fox set to kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Rodgers now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Oh, and one of the big fella. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense, I have to say they like the early returns.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Patriots nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
No surprise to see Stevenson making that type of a play. People who know him well, unsurprised to see him over 1,000 yards this past season. He's a bruiser who was also fourth among backs with 69 catches. He can do it all in the New England offense.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aiden Hutchinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. By multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Sheds off the tackle. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 36 yards. And the Aviators are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 42-0.
Patriots nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change. If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days...
And now off to the races down the right side. The race is on. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. New England's offense set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Rodgers, a free play. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
There he goes, left side. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one.
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine, and why do we...
And he's going to go down again. Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the